Okay, so my name is William OK. And today's video is called What Does God Say About Sea Monsters? But before we can get to that part, I want to just. But people ask me a question here, and I want to see. People have been telling me my Discord server is dead. Well, first of all, I don't know how to make my Discord server active. Okay? You can tell me my Discord server active. Well, maybe I can Google it. But I can't just make it active if people are gonna leave anyway. That's why people are leaving my Discord server because it was dead. But I can't make it active if people are gonna leave because it's dead. And I can't do it if people could get on the server and then leave automatically. I think that's stupid to do that anyway, but above just if you come on the server, just be on there for a few hours and then leave. Not be there only for a minute and then leave. I think that's stupid. First of all, I don't know how to make my Discord server active, okay? If you know how to make my Discord server active, you can let me know. I can also Google it too. So let me see, I can Google it too, but well, there are 9 effective ways to make a Discord server active. Let me take a look. Number 1 is get engaged with server members. Yeah, I already invited some people, yeah. But that isn't working. Ask questions. Host events. Okay, I never do that. Okay, I might have to do that sometime. And then number 4 is use bots. I have bots in my server already. This is make more interesting conversations. Advertise your server. I'm not sure how to advertise my server. Welcome new members. Well, I've been inviting new people to my server, but some of them left. Add server to listings. Well, yeah, okay. And then this is increase engagement. Okay. Well, okay. So, if there's any more ways how to make my Discord server active, you can let me know in the comments below. Okay, because first of all, I don't know what to talk about, and that's probably why. So let me know a way how to make make my Discord server active. Okay, so I can be no longer be dead, hopefully. But anyway, today's video is about sea monsters, but I just want to cover out my Discord server because people have been telling me my Discord server is dead. Okay. So, sea monsters. And the Bible talks about a sea monster. There it is. Here. Even the sea monsters draw out the breast. Okay, this is Lamentations chapter 4, verse 3. Even the sea monsters draw out the breast. They give suck to the young ones, the daughter of my people, and has become cruel like the ostriches in the wilderness. Okay, so yeah, it says in Lamentations chapter 4, verse 3. So what are sea monsters? Well, I guess it's monsters that live in the sea, but that's sea. So let's take a look. So who doesn't live a good monster story? Real life monsters called the Mosasaurus once terrorized the seas, and all excitement about their size and ferocity. However, we shouldn't lose our sight that many other amazing designs of life at sea. Afraid to swim in the ocean because of sharks? The fish are 25 feet of 7.6 meters great white shark in the movie Jaws made up the sensation. But Woodbury make morning snack for real life monsters stalking the seas in Noah's day. The Bible explains the earth and everything it was once very good in Genesis chapter 1 verse 31. The earth become more corrupt and violent when the result of Adam's sin. It's in Genesis 6 verse 11. Even the sea and some sea creatures were into dangerous turned into dangerous hunters. We can see from the air false remains. The flood preserved many specimens of these sea creatures. Sea-going reptiles. Many natural history museums display skeletons known as sea monsters. The Mosasaurus features are unmistakable. They look like oversized lizards designed for life in the sea. Imagine a Komodo dragon with flippers instead of arms and legs. And then they make it really, really big. The biggest is them, like the Mosasaurus. And Tylosaurus were 50 feet, 15 meters, more than one length. And they make the shark and Jaws look puny in comparison. Some mosasaurs had a torpedo snout and ringing on the long raw of deadly teeth for tearing and crushing like modern snakes. They could flex their jaw and shell extra large prey. Such designs speak of a creator who hooks up his sea creatures with tools in the fallen world of Adam's sin. For our childlike fascinations with scary monsters, we often overlook other more benign marvels. Mosasaurus the stunning design says stunning designs for life in the ocean. Mosasaur bodies were long and streamlined with 4 puddle-like limbs and a long, powerful tail that pumped from side to side like the crocodiles when they were about to attack. Their tails give the Mosasaurus a burst of speed, allowing them to ambush unsuspecting prey. The front flippers would steer, while the rear paddles were likely stabilizers. As reptiles, Mosasaurus had a surface to breathe air, and they had nostrils. Mosasaurs had a surface to breathe air, and they had nostrils near the top of their heads. But life presented another challenge: live birth underwater. While most reptiles lay eggs in nests, and some give birth to live young, Mosasaurus did, but in extreme conditions, without special designs and instincts. Mosasaurs did, but under extreme conditions, without special designs and instincts. A baby born underwater would drown. Like whales, mosasaurs gave birth in the open ocean, but the way their young developed in the mother was very different. Where mosasaurs didn't have a separate womb. Instead, they lay eggs and develop inside body captivity. When they were young, began to grow within the shell. The shell was dissolved, but the young remained inside the yolk sac of the provided food, and they were not fled by the mother. Once developed enough to survive outside, the young Mosasaurus passed through the opening called a cloaca, which also served as a waste removal, and swept up to the surface for their first breath. And from then on, as far as we know, they were on their own. And how do you know about live birds? In 1996, a skeleton of Mosasaur plioplentecarpus was discovered in ocean deposit rocks in South Dakota. Evidence of that floodwaters was discovered what is now North America. The skeleton had been scavenged by sharks before burial. Paleontologists found scrape marks and teeth stuck in the bones, but in the area where rear flippers were several tiny Mosasaurus, which identified as Plioplentecarpus, the same genus as the adult. The researchers found out cannibalism because of the bones show no evidence of passing through the big Mosasaur's stomach, which have left acid marks on them. All the tiny skeletal parts that were still in the process of developing were fossilized, indicating that these were in fact unborn Mosasaurs. No eggshells were found, and this was determined that any egg enough were in case these newborn Mosasaurs would have a shell too thick for them to break. So Mosasaurs must have given live birds. This was a beautiful discovery, and it shows underway God provides for his creations through the evidence of the natural world, including fossils of these stunning creatures. All creation proclaims the Lord's handiwork. Okay, now it says, did you know? Okay, first discovered in the Netherlands, remains of mosasaurs found in every continent, including Antarctica. Globidens was a medium-sized mosasaur that had rounded, onion-shaped teeth and capable of crushing clamshells. Okay, mosasaurs had scales much like snakes that had to glide through the water. The largest number of mosasaur remains have been found in Kansas. Most mosasaurs used fast ambush style attack at captured prey. All mosasaur fossils are from rock layers of the Upper Cretaceous, likely deposited mid to late flood. The mosasaur means Meuse lizard, after the Meuse River in Latin Mosa, on the border between Belgium and the Netherlands, where mosasaur fossils were discovered. He goes on to say, female reptiles is pregnant. Be careful not to say that female reptile is pregnant. She's not. The technical term is gravid. She is 26. Describe mosasaurs. Okay, now. Okay, yeah, Tyrannosaurus. Only you talk the largest Mosasaurus. Delosaurus, only 1 meter long, and the largest Mosasaurus, one was more than 50 feet and weighed up to 20 tons. Diet fish and clams of ammonites. Ecstasy, it's like the other marine life. Habitat, most live in the open ocean where live close to or in streams. So that was the sea monsters. Now, there's another article right here called Sea Monsters More Than a Legend. And I'll go read that part to you as well. Okay. Okay. Original Constitution 2019, September 1987. Reports of unknown monsters were deep have a part of sea lore hundreds of years. But very little attention has been passed to such aids until recent years. With more improved scientific methods of investigation, there is growing evidence that there are more than just a product of certain imaginations, including even some more secular researches. Okay, ladies, answers. Staying up in each week. The day each week the Wargos blocks and new trails. More. Monsters in the Bible. More fascinating apparent of the connection of the fossils of prehistoric and reptiles. Okay, and the monsters described in the pages of the Bible. Leviathan, that wriggling, twisting dragon I mentioned in the Old Testament 4 times. Leviathan describes it in detail in Joel chapter 41. It's a creature, means strength in the Hebrew text. And he has terrifying teeth, and it rolls like shields, closely fastened together, and as hard as stone, as is the knowing is no far merely immune to all man's weapons. Many scholars divide this animal as a crocodile, but as the experts pointed out, there's still problems with this idea. Although some crocodiles are ventures into coastal areas of the sea, which cannot have the deep ocean is not their habitat. They are found only in inland waters, just as they live in lakes, rivers, swamps, and estuaries, and breed in the shores. Therefore, it would not be described as great beasts of the sea. Chapter 404, verse 25-26. Now, the crocodiles. Let's see. Okay, no, nor are crocodiles just terrifying. No one just tackle them. Crocodiles are regularly trapped and killed by native tribes with simple technology. Let's see. Okay. Waters. Okay, they were described as great beasts of the sea. Not all crocodiles to find ones that tackle them. Crocodiles are really trapped by Gilmore native tribes simple technology. Okay, so that's it. Now, what about this one? So, submarine report. A number of sea serpent reports describe a large marine animal resembling a crocodile but much larger, 15 miles, and breeding along her far of the sea. For example, since the same distance occurred during World War One, the British steamer Iberian by a German U-boat. Some second after the Iberian torpedoed a sunk was an underwater explosion. The submarine commander as his officers explored. Okay, so for example, scientists treated called North Atlantic during World War One, and specifically a Super Iberian German U-boat U-28-1. Seconds after Iberian been torpedoed and sunk, there was a underwater explosion. The submarine commander and some of his officers reported. Later pieces of wreckage among the gigantic sea animal, writhing, struggling wildly, were shot out of the water and being to a height of 60 to 100 feet, 18 to 30 meters. We did not have a time to take a photograph to be able to sink out of the sight in 10 or 15 seconds. It was about 60 feet, 18 meters long. It was like a crocodile. Shape was 4 limbs and powerful webbed feet, and long tail tapering to the point. One of the largest crocodiles to have caught. It was 6.15 meters, 20 feet. A long specimen harpooned in 1960 near Borolia, Australia's Northern Territory, and is not even the size of the monster was described by the U-28 commander. Okay, the behemoth. There is a lot of monsters. There's another monster mentioned in the Bible, the behemoth. Described as a large grass-eating beast, and strange its joints ability, and described as long as a cedar. His bones are bars of iron. The passages revealed him as a throat dweller. Because dwellers, both Hebrew and Christian, never come up with a satisfactory explanation. I mean, these passages, non-creators, what I'll just say, I go spoke a living dinosaur. Okay, passages. Regular scholars, both Hebrew and Christian, were never up with a satisfactory explanation. Passages. What wrote non-creators biologist Dr. Roy P. Mackle in his book A Living Dinosaur, according to his integrity to identify the reference of the ox, the elephant, the hippopotamus, or the crocodile. The more regularly, the same Hebrew scholars consider the creature of the monstrous and undividable animal. The sketch issues which were published in 1691 in Latin, translated in English, and it's been in 1886. The was previously under the history of ancient science. Which author's section on the behemoth was George Casper Krishmir, who was the author of 6 sections of the book and was Professor Wimberg as a fellow societies of London and Vienna. Okay, you divide the behemoth as an elephant, as Professor Mackle writes, but it was certainly less aboard the scholars explained the creature as an ox. Obviously, the connection of the ox is both animals remember force. But even the hippopotamus doesn't fit all these facts. This animal does not have a tail to a cedar tree. However, this describes as many large herbivorous dinosaurs described as certainly achieve largest creature-like animals. Some animals that were like the time the Book of Job was written. Now, could dinosaurs still be alive? Some dinosaurs may be still alive today. For almost 100 years, there have been reports in the Congo Basin in Central America of a monster that is known native as Moki. But this is as look like a dinosaur when putting its wings up to about 5 to 10 meters, 17 to 35 feet, and it's being made up its long tail, very long neck, but its head and neck, compared to the snake, is longer than a very large, very long neck. Okay, and its head and neck are compared to a snake, but it is much larger than any python. Okay, Mowgli Mempi. The legs described as short and invisible claws in the head. Footprints are be rounded up to 30 centimeters, 1 foot in the diameter. Body compared of the elephant or hippopotamus is said to be fed on Melbo and jungle climbing plant and silk like fruits. Okay. Monkey Mempi is also described as short, visible claws. Footprints about 30 centimeters, 1 foot in diameter. Boys compared to an elephant hippopotamus is said to feed on Melbo. Okay, okay, as long to a climbing for. Okay, we're going to just going to sprinkle sap of like fruits. Okay, Professor Mako has been missions of into the Congo search of the elusive. Really, we conditions on the Congo suits of creature. We use such a small dinosaur. We just suggest that it must be surviving Allantosaurus. Okay, signed by scientist. According to Macro-African biologist Mercelin Agnew, okay, the Danish scientist gave a detailed report of seeing Monkey Mempi on May 1983. A shallow water remote 5 telly, 5 meters 16 feet, and invisible. Now, okay, 5 meters 16 feet above the water line. Now, the idea of dinosaur survival is not at all unlikely if you what the Bible teaches a real history of the world. See dinosaurs in the Bible. It's possible you see monsters where oceans were over 2/3 of the planet, or just 3,000 meters or 10,000 feet, more than twice of the Grand Canyon. It's the deepest 11 kilometers, 7 miles, or okay. Okay, and then you miss 11 kilometers, Mount Everest would be completely hidden. There's plenty of ocean evidence for animals that are known from modern science living specimens. Finding live dinosaurian creature gains visibility that lost spectacular creatures have been found, which like dinosaurs are also believed in have been believed to have been extinct for millions of years between the appearance of fossils and the present. Okay, non-extinct after all. For instance, the coelacanth 1938 is 1.5-meter long 5-foot fish and long Indian Ocean. Okay, and this is of the dinosaurs, but it's actually quite noted that Madagascan fishermen have been catching for the centuries. A very interesting was discovered in Australian wilderness was previously unknown and expected dinosaur age fossils. Evolution must explain not only why such organisms have been documented finds has changed through the millions of years. Mutations of genuine environments are predators by the time none of the fossils are found. alleged with millions of years between them and in the present. The fossil is, however, when the millions of years are satisfaction. Fossils and years. Fossils seem large about the result of the global flood as described in the Bible. While many of the creatures have have become extinct in the thousands of years since the flood. And it's as far as surprising as the creationists evolutionists, well, some of them, not only on the fossil record, turn alive and will. Okay, now dinosaurs in the Bible. Many Christians are confused about dinosaurs. We're thinking about God, word of God, that fabric evolutionary ideas such as team up films like Jurassic Park and The Lost World. We should really see a bit of how to fit that into the Bible. Okay. Exodus 20:11 in the KJV says, "Tell us what God has made heaven and earth and see all the is, which therefore include." Let's see. Okay, so the concept of fossils. Okay, so it says in the KJV says, "In 6 days God made the heaven and earth and sea all the is, and therefore it must include the dinosaurs, on which day land dinosaurs and other countries." Basically, 6-day creation was that Evan was made the 6th day, and he was the descendants from and it was thousands of years ago, not millions or any case. Dinosaur fossils. Okay, which shows evidence of death, bloodshed, and disease could not have 4 millions of years ago. This was them before Adam. Adam, thus putting the effects, the curse before the fall. Yes, Mom? Okay, Mom, I'll come soon. Just wait, please, Mom. Almost done. Thank you for Bigfoot Foundation. Okay, thank you for Bigfoot Foundation. These are the connection between dinosaurs and dragon legends. If dinosaurs once knew each other, I would expect that would be left over memories when people knew that some memories were expressive ones. Many dragon tales were cultures across to testify in the time when people lived in the age of these reptile creatures. Some with horns, were played scales, and some which flew. Such cultural memories, like the dinosaur-like creatures, did not fit an evolutionary idea. The last dinosaur died out 65 million years before the first humans appeared, but they do not fit the Bible's account of history. Evolutionists can claim the similarities of dragons to dinosaurs and mysterious coincidence, but some seem to believe that no man ever saw a dinosaur. Because the Bible gives a true account of Earth history, there's no surprise I found that there was a distinct task like in the fossil record, showing that dinosaurs evolved from non-dinosaurs or one type from another. It now becomes that we get clear we find dragons mentioned frequently in the Bible, 34 times in the KJV, and the Bible's description is a behemoth fell into place. Whereas plant-eating of dinosaurs is seen in text. The behemoth, the creation dinosaur must therefore survive the floods, distant God's command at last. There are two kinds of land-dwelling creatures on board the God's Ark, principally juvenile, or in the case of a few very aged dinosaurs, with sound creations with sources now available for all ages. Dinosaurs can actually be missionary lizards, and which in the way of reaching lost world. And with the truths are the creation and the gospel. We're gonna just as the form of influence, journalism, and is a member of the National Society of International. Driver has a diploma of freelance journalism and is a member of the International Society of cryptozoology. Okay, now it's done. Okay, now I'm done reading the article. Okay, now I'm gonna. So that's what sea monsters are, and I had to. Yeah, and there was another atheist I had to block because he said glitching is built in my brain. So I just blocked. So what I just did is I just blocked that guy, thinking. I just blocked that guy, and that's it. I think evolution is built in people's minds. Okay, not the Bible. That's it. Okay, so to me, yeah, sea monsters prove the Bible. Anyway, I'll show you how to get saved according to the Bible. Okay, the point of evolution is to damn souls to hell. The way you go to heaven is to believe our Lord Jesus Christ. Salvation is by faith on the grace of Jesus Christ alone. Once you salvation is truth, meaning you can't lose salvation. Maybe easy means that salvation is easy to do is just believing in Jesus Christ for salvation. And on to our next video is okay. So our next video is called What is Possible About Columbus Day? And I'll talk about the next video. And then I'll talk about giants. After that. So I have to go right now. So thank you for watching. But before I go, I have to show you how to get saved. So point of evolution is a damn soul's tale. The go to heaven is believe our Lord Jesus Christ. Salvation is by faith on the grace of Jesus Christ alone. Once you receive by easy truth, meaning that you can't lose your salvation once you receive by easy that salvation is you to believe in Jesus Christ for salvation. Okay. And I'll talk about Columbus Day next video. Because I have to go right now. But thank you for watching this video. Rejoice, bye.